Combat Talk with the King. Now it's the end of the year. Everybody's into their festivities for the holiday season. And we have one of the nicest fights that we can end the year with an up-and-coming superstar in the making and a former superstar. Can he capture that superstar status back? This is Tank Davis versus Gamboa. For those people that don't know Gamboa, Gamboa is a Cuban refugee who won Olympic gold in the Olympics. And he is what you could say is Tank is actually Gamboa 2.0. Now I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's go into this, how this fight came to be, why this fight is, and what's going to happen in this fight. Well, I find that PBC has Tank in a bad position. Tank is in the lower weight classes, where you have Bob Arum, Oscar De La Hoya, and Eddie Hearn basically owns all those fighters that's in those lower weight classes. And for Tank to make any form of money, they basically have to pull rabbits out of their hat, to find fighters. When he was going to fight a couple of fighters, it just didn't fall through, didn't happen because he's not of their stable. He has to generate a tremendous amount of money in order for these two entities to happen. So he was supposed to fight Abner Mares. Abner Mares pulled out with injury to his eye, never to be heard from again. I don't think Abner Mares fights. I thought Abner Mares would have got knocked out that fight anyway. So Tank Davis was left without a fight on the docket. The year would have went through and Tank wouldn't have had a meaningful fight. That's not good for a fighter in his prime. So the Gamboa fight happens. Now, for those people that don't know Gamboa, Gamboa is a very fast combination fighter. Speed equals power, so Gamboa has power. He has foot speed, he has hand speed. He doesn't have head speed. Pause. So, this is the problem that we have with Gamboa. Tank throws combinations here and there. You may get a 1, 2, 3. Gamboa will throw 7, 8, 10 punches. Different levels of fighting. So Tank will sit down on his shots, throw tight shots, jab his way in, use the right hand to set up. He's a southpaw. So same thing with Gamboa. So we have two southpaws. We don't have to worry about head clashing. That's going to be where the switch over is at. I'm going to remove that right there. Anyway, so now we have a situation where we have old versus new. Can the old classic reach up and bring back something to give to this fight? Can the new young bucks step up to extinguish the fire of this old classic? This is what we have here. We have a situation, fellas. We have a fight that people might get riled up about. Now, I don't really think Tank took Gamboa too seriously. I think Tank was listening to all the people in his camp. Because what Tank did, and what I abolish all fighters for doing in weight classes that require you to make weight, Tank missed weight. Yes. You see here? I knew shenanigans was up when they brought him out in the towel. I knew shenanigans was up when it was taking long. Gamboa was on stage for a while. Gamboa was ready. He weighed in. Boom, let's do it. He's a professional. Not to say Gamboa has never missed weight before, he has. But this is Tank's first fight excuse me, at 135. Now, things are starting to click. Gamboa is comfortable at this weight class. Tank is going up to this weight class. Different type of fight. So, Tank gets on the scale, and their corner, they knew that he was off. He gets on the scale, he fails. They do the face off, and he decides to push Gamboa. That shows me two things in boxing. When you do stuff like that, that shows me you're nervous, you're afraid. They call it whistling past the grave. Like, you're afraid. You're like, hope nothing jumps out at me. Whistling past the grave. So when he did that, I said, Tank, showing me you're nervous. You keep that inside, buddy. Let's show Gamboa that too. Now, we have training, we have fights, we have how each one fights. Gamboa throws winging shots. The key to beating Gamboa is to step in and catch him at the point of his swing. Like you used to do Mike Tyson. See, Mike Tyson fight tighter. Everything from Mike Tyson was from the cheekbone out. From here, out. Gamboa fights out here. He gives you a larger lane in the middle. Tank fights in that same Mike Tyson type format. Not the peekaboo defense, but type high guard. So for you to get to his body, you must commit. Gamboa loves the body. And Gamboa always commits. Anytime Gamboa has gotten knocked down is because he's on the offensive. He's on the attack. It's not because he was being defensive. I don't really think he has a defensive bone in his body. To be honest with you. It's purely offense. Tank showed that he can box, he can move. But does he have the stamina? Is this fight the fight that defines Tank? Can Gamboa go in there enough to frustrate the young lion, take him out his game, and remember, speed equals power. Can he catch him and finish him? Because he's definitely going to throw a billion punches if he catches Tank off his game. It won't be anything nice. It won't be anything pretty. I don't expect any head clashes. I expect Tank to hunt, throw a jab, to offset Gamboa's speed and movement, to set Gamboa up, to put Gamboa in front of him so he can reach him and then hit him. Gamboa's biggest problem is his chin. He's chinny. His chin just can't hold up. When he gets popped, he gets popped. When he fought Bud Crawford, he caught Bud Crawford with some joint. We all thought he was about to finish Bud off. Gamboa's biggest problem at that point in time was managerial problems. He was managed by 50 Cent. That was the whole thing with him and Mayweather, and it was just a whole mess. Gamboa got lost. His best years got lost. So when he was trying to come back, he fought Bud Crawford. And he caught Bud Crawford. But Bud is taller, longer, more powerful, and a better boxer. Because Bud is a savant. He's ambidextrous. That means he can fight southpaw or orthodox. Right hand or left hand. He gets in it. So, we have this fight here, which is a surprise for most. And it's a beautiful way to end the year and keep the festivities going for this holiday. I think Tank can catch him early. It could be 4 or 5 rounds, to be honest with you. That's how Gamboa's chin is. But out of respect for his gold medal, I'm going to say Tank Davis in 6. Knockout. Just combat talk with the king. See y'all next year. Don't drink and drive. Be safe. And always keep that guard up.